another one, the Raaz algorithm. So level 1, nice and simple, coming in by train, you can start the default starting location, you can start wherever you like really, but yeah, this is the nearest one to the target, so this is what we're going to do for a suit only run. There's 2 suit only runs in this playthrough, in this video, sorry, and there is a silent assassin only one, so bit of mix this time. So, for the first one, we've got to kill Ramesh Malik and Vanya Shah. Now, Rima is the one who always accompanies Vanya Shah in the main mission, and it is quite nice to be able to kill her because she was such a pest in the main mission. She was always by Vanya's side, so it's quite good that they've actually made her a target for Escalations, so I was glad when I saw that. The other guy, it's just like, alright. But yeah, so we're just going to chill here for a second. You don't really need to do this, I will explain why in level 3, but for the first 2 levels I was exploring and experimenting a little bit more. So at this point I thought, right, the best way to get to these 2 targets in my suit would be to drop down into like the area where the tea's served and just wait there to eliminate them both. And it does work out well, there's no itches, but if you see the level 3 route, I'm sure you'll agree with me that there is a simple way of doing it. So I was going to throw a coin there, but to be honest, this guy never turns around really, bar maybe a little head turn, which you shouldn't get caught by. So you can easily slide down the pipe. So here we go. We're going to just crouch into the vegetation. The target Rima is over there, and I believe the guard is just backwards to our right according to the minimap, so we've got a bit of time. We're going to use, I believe this was the Sicker on her. There we go, nice easy shot. Yeah, so she's going to throw up in a second, I think. The idea is we're going to eliminate her, I believe, in the bathroom, and we're going to eliminate this guy. Actually, I'm not sure where we eliminate this guy. This one's going to be quite fun. I've watched the level 2 and levels 2 and 3 playthroughs a bit more intensely, I must admit. So, yeah, this guy can be a bit annoying if he catches you, but there's nothing too concerning. Let's just go through here. Yeah, so I was right. We're going to get her in this room, get the fibre wire out. You can just subdue her and snap her neck or shoot her, but fibre wire's the Hitman kill, so why not do it? So there we go. I was a bit worried then. I thought she was going to come in the room, and yeah, it was a bit close. Try and drag her into the vegetation because it'll hide the body while, you know, you probably could sneak in that room and put her in the box, but you're running the risk there, let's admit. Yeah, so we've got this target here. I'm going to use Peekaboo to draw him over. That's the plan anyway. At this point I ended up getting Vanya Shah instead. So throw a coin, that'll turn her around.
It will take care of itself.
So at this point we are just waiting to catch his attention. The idea, I get the Seeker out, I'm going to just duck out of the way a little bit so Vanya's less likely to see me, but if in doubt just do what I did there, use the Seeker. This is where level 1, like I say, it was experimental. I made a pig's ear of this. It's not like you can't do it this way, obviously it's Silent Assassin suit only, but if you watch my level 3 playthrough coming up, I do believe it's much cleaner and you're going to get easier kill methods. Plus there are alternative ways of doing it, so that's what I like about it. Anyway, yeah, the second target's in here, so we're going to do the same as what we did with Rima. Just wait till the door shuts, or shut it for yourself. Get behind him and garrot him. There we go. You could just leave the body there, I don't think anyone goes in that room. There is the servant boy, well, I don't know what he is, I can't even remember what they call it, but yeah, you could wait. I wouldn't leave him there for it because he might walk in, but he should be fine besides that. Once you're done, you can leave the room, you can go through that window and exit via here. I wouldn't run because the guards can hear you running, even if you crouch running, so I'd just take it easy going through that little crate. So yeah, that's level 1 done. We're going to take the taxi exit. I've got 2 coins on me, so that's why. I do believe I bought everything default bar the gun, so that sort of shows how simple this playthrough was designed to be for you. Okay, so moving on to level 2. This one was Silent Assassin purely because at the time I hadn't really worked out how to get across the 2 targets plus the new target. It's not overly complicated as level 2s go, it's just that this new target I was scratching my head how to get from one target to another and not get caught, so it was a little bit messy, let's put it like that, so I tried to simplify things. If anything, I didn't realise level 3 would force me to solve this problem. So as you can see, there's target 1. What I'm going to do, I'm going to throw the remote, ICA remote EMP detonator, I believe it is. Oh, it's the ICA remote flash device. I knew it was something. Basically, bring an illegal device with you. Make sure you escort it to the train cart at the end where the storage box is, which is where we're heading. The idea is it's going to come through this vegetation, and when they're in vegetation, for some reason, targets go, well not targets, but NPCs go a bit blind. It's like, I can be crouching in here, and once I'm a certain distance away from these lot here, they don't really care that I'm crouching behind this guy and I'm going prodding with a syringe. Go figure. But yeah, pick up the flash device, you don't want them nicking that. And yeah, we're going to make our way to the next target. It's funny really, because that guy can see that he's died, or at least he can see something's happened, but he isn't really bothered about the guy sticking a syringe in him. I mean, fair enough, I'm not complaining, it makes the level a bit easier, but overall it's a bit strange. So, we're going to knock this one out. I used the Karma, but to be honest, you could get away with just subduing her. I think you can anyway. I think the only hiccup there could be as if someone through the window sees you doing it, but considering I opened that door here and just didn't get caught by the guy here, I was quite lucky. So yeah, we're going to get the Karma this time. I think that time it is worthwhile just because it's at a bit of a funny angle, so yeah, just knock him out as fast as you can, drag him inside, put him in the box. Standard Hitman. So we go outside again, and at this point we're going to serve tea. You might be saying, oh, why are you doing this one? And simply put, all those times I did the Tifa 2 or whatever the challenge was called, I'll leave a card up in the top right corner, I was getting sick to death of having to work around Rima. Because not only was she an enforcer on Master difficulty, but there was also an enforcer, I believe, to the right? I believe it was something like that anyway. Whatever, it was overly complicated compared to professional and casual difficulty, so I can't help but like the idea that she gets a just desserts, which is drinking that poison finally. I mean, I would have loved it if for this escalation the devs had thought, you know what, we're actually going to have Vanya drink the drink first. I would have loved it just because I would have raged. You know, you don't really want to rage, but that would have been one where you would have applauded the devs for being ballsy, wouldn't you? But yeah. I suppose a way around this could be that you poison the drink and just let the normal guy serve it, but I think the issue I have with that is there was no guarantee he would serve it. So that's why I did it this way. So yeah, here she comes, she's taking her time. This is why I don't like this as level 2. It takes way too long. I mean, level 3, it's still got a bit of time on it, but I do believe it's much cleaner, which is what I like with my routes. I don't like having you waiting around, and I don't like blabbering on about nothing. Because if anything, at this point, we're just waiting for Vanya. Vanya's on her way, taking her time. She's probably telling someone off just for living. So yeah, here's Rima. Can't offer her a drink yet, we have to offer it to Vanya. The other guard that we need to kill, Dakshbat, he's one floor above, so pretty easy to take out.
Why don't you give this a try?
There we go.
I will take the first sip, my queen.
So, there we go, serve to your servant. I believe we're all done here. I don't believe there was anything iffy about it. I think the issue is that I actually needed to stay in the blend.
You should try
There we go.
this.
If I hadn't stayed in the blend, I think that she would have walked off, but I had to essentially say, oh, I'm here, I'll stand with you while you drink it, and then as soon as she drinks it, you can walk off. So, not difficult in the end, it's just Rima being Rima. Okay, so final target's over here. He's an enforcer, just to make things a little bit more difficult. But in the end, this is probably the easiest target on the map. So all you have to do is just wait for the guards to pass around. Essentially make sure they aren't looking at one another. I haven't got a karma shot, this is why I wish I did save one. The non-target is going to go there, and while he's just walking away, we can just do this.
Hey!
I find that a little bit bothersome. I would have liked it if he'd have said, "What?" and turned around and seen you just sort of finishing the push. Because he did say, "Hey." That should have been caught, but I'm not complaining, I got through it. Okay, so that's level 2, and like I say, 5 minutes 10 seconds currently on the clock. That is a long time. So I do believe that level 3 is tidier, and I'm actually looking forward to showing it. So what are the conditions for level 3? Well, you've got to do it in your suit. You are not allowed any disguise changes, and there's just the added thing of if you get caught doing anything illegal, the mission will fail. So nothing too major, but it's still a little bit frustrating. For the record, I like the idea that they put a crowbar in here so you can actually unlock this. It's a bit like, okay, if you forget your lockpick, you can always walk out still. Yeah, I don't know why I went this way, I should have gone for the boat, but this is the trouble, when you haven't got the coins for the taxi, you've got a long walk to an exit. It's where I'd like it if there were more Easter egg exits, like the fountain in Miami. I think that's something that they're really going to have to work on for Hitman 3, just trying to get... Because I love the fact that there are so many exits, that is brilliant, compared to Hitman 2016 anyway, but it's just they're so far spread out from the centre of the map that if you've got something in there, you can pretty much go, well, they're all the same distance, so I'll pick this one. But yeah, just a small gripe, hopefully they work on it. I recognise they can't do it all the time, but if they can try and find some happy medium, I'd be happy. Alright, that's enough waffle from me, I believe. So let's just check the school. What did we finish on? Yeah, well that lot's ticked off. We've got... Oh, hang on, so the illegal action was this one, do not get spotted, fair enough. So it's only the suit condition that's added to level 3. Well, here we go. So we're coming in by train again, and I did like the idea of coming in with the ninja suit. I thought, alright, let's go full stealth. So we're going in the same way we did for level 1, which is to the right. You could try the left, but I do believe that's way more complicated. So here we go. We're going to jump down again, climb up the pipe. I think if you went towards the left and went through the, just by the crate near the guards, you could go in through the window and try and work from there and work your way up to this level. It's just that I do believe it's easier to get caught by NPCs, so that's why I do it this way. So we're climbing up, we're going to get the ICA remote taser. I'd advise bringing this over the proximity taser, simply because you've got a very awkward throw. As you can see, I had to practice this a lot. It probably took me about 20 attempts just to get the angle of the throw right, but you need it to land in the water. Simple reason being, we're going to electrocute him in the water, and also, if you bring the proximity, if the female NPC, as you can see there, she goes to investigate it, she'll get caught up in the blast radius. So my advice would be, just bring the remote. If you've got to take cover in this position, you can't just stand there, or crouch stand there if you like. It's got to be cover, otherwise this guard up here will catch you. So, you know, you can see there he didn't even turn his head, so no big issue, but you don't risk it. Okay, we've got the karma. We're going to do 2 quick knockouts. So we've got this guy here. We're going to use 1 karma shot on him. Then the target happens to see that that guy's got subdued. So we're going to also use the karma on him. If you're lucky, he won't see you. So maybe if you wait a second to use the first karma shot, he might turn his head and not see him get subdued. So sure cool if you want to save a shot. Either way, all you got to do is dump the body. Nice, easy kill. Then, for the final kill, which is Rima, I've bought the electrocution phone. And I believe Rima's just below me right now. There she is. Now, I suppose you could try and use the bird cages that are dangling around, but I find that very awkward to aim, so this is why I use the electrocution kills. Just try and line it up so that the phone is nearer to Rima than to the one serving the tea, and you should be fine. I didn't really repeat this too much because I got lucky with the angle. But yeah, that should be a fairly simple one, because the idea is she'll see the phone and she'll go to pick it up. So yeah, if you have any difficulties with that, please let me know in the comments, because like I say, I haven't been able to repeat that one because I got it first time. It was the other bits with the pool that I did have to repeat a lot. So yeah, let me know what you think about that route, because I do believe you can alter it slightly. You can bring car batteries if you've not got a lot of unlocks yet. So there are options to make the route a lot easier. So let me know what you think, I'm curious. But yeah, other than that, thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave it a like. All the usual YouTube stuff here, you know, hit the subscribe button if you want to see more Hitman 2 videos. I'm going to obviously do Hitman 3 when it's released, whenever that may be. But until then, I may wind down on Hitman 2 content. Just do the occasional video every now and again once I've finished the actual escalations and other stuff. So on that note, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. This has been Josh from JJ's Productions. Bye for now, folks.
Please get your original moja tea here, no flavors.
I suppose that might be.
I got